Hello and welcome to another update video about Platinum. We haven't looked at Platinum in a long time. I have quite a bullish perspective on Platinum. We are potentially just about to start a third wave rally here on the Platinum chart. In wave C, larger C wave. The initial rally here on the futures chart into the 2008 highs is considered an A wave. We have a B wave correction into the March 2020 lows, and I see this rally now as a C wave, which started in March 2020 at around 560 USD. We rallied quite substantially above $1,300 into the 2021 highs. And the problem is why this is a C wave. It is because it could be a 1, 2, 3 and so on, but I consider this a C wave because this rally looks like a 3-wave move. That also doesn't really give me a great feeling about, okay, the low is really in, but the momentum suggests it, and it definitely counts as an ABC, and this correction looks finished. So I give the bulls the benefit of the doubt here. But it also means that the third wave is likely going to be an ABC structure, which I'm tracking here on the detailed chart. Quite messy structure. And it's possible that this third wave reaches 1,890 or higher. Then we should still get a wave 4 and a wave 5 to complete this. So this is long-term looking actually quite positive. Yeah. This third wave is interesting. So if we go to the daily chart, I'm observing some trend lines as well. I'm observing the Elliott waves and the Fibonacci support. You can see the correction can be complete. This wave 2 into the August 22 lows, where the price bottomed locally at 795. Third wave. Third wave, because the wave 1 is an ABC. Okay, so let me just label that. The wave 1 is an ABC structure. This would be here, A, B, C. And we can debate if the A wave is here, but this really doesn't matter now. A, B, C. And then obviously we had this correction in a wave 2, which can also be counted as an ABC actually. A, B, C. Just try to keep the chart clean. And now this is where it's getting messy, because if the third wave started here in September 22, there would also be an A, B, C. Current assumption is the A wave of wave 3 topped in January 23. The B wave bottomed in November last year at around 850. And now we are moving up in the C wave. Now the problem is this is all moving in corrective structures. So it could easily morph and change and transform. This is not like high quality, okay, we've got 5 waves up, 3 waves down. It's not exactly like that. Especially because this rally is also in 3 waves. Extremely tough structure, yeah. Some who don't consider the context might be tempted to call that a corrective rally. Well, these are corrective structures. Due to the context, I give the bulls the benefit of the doubt. The rally is the potential is just too significant in order to give up on it, or so I want to give the bulls the benefit of the doubt here, even though this is not high probability. Okay, I hope that makes sense, because also here wave 1 A, B, C. Okay, so that means the C wave is also an ending diagonal, messy structures. But see, we have, and that's one of the breakout setups I mentioned a few days ago in our membership. If you're interested, check the link in the description. Advanced members and professional members get access to additional updates. So that was one of the additional updates I mentioned, where we said, okay, look, we had a turnaround in that support area. A break above the trend line could be a signal. So I've got basically a 1-2 setup here. Again, not high confidence, but especially for futures traders, potentially interesting to get in on that trend line breakout. Now the first line broke. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour chart. The first line broke. Maybe the second one will break as well, and then this could be the next signal, right? This is something for breakout traders. And this is interesting because we've got 3 touch points. I mean, they are quite relevant trend lines. Over the time, I've been observing Platinum now for a while, and this could be your line that sends you higher. I've observed that Platinum really well adheres to trend lines. So just additional info for some of you. Now, if this is now the third wave, then we need to be mindful that we have to expect pullbacks where we would, in an impulse, not expect them. The third wave would also be an ABC structure. So we're dealing with A, B, C. And therefore, it doesn't make sense to really analyze the micro patterns too much, because These are messy structures. You see that here, A, B, C, they can, it's messy. But if this is a third wave, where should it get to? I'd like to see it get at least to the 1.236 extension. So we talk about 1,328 just for this. I mean, that would be my minimum expectation. Can always go higher, and then we take it from there. We have to take it level by level. Obviously, the higher we go, the higher the probability that the third wave is actually unfolding. If it breaks back, if it breaks below that June low, which was at 947, the wave 2 is still unfolding. Yeah, there are a few more trend lines here to watch. But below 892, I have to assume that this B wave is still unfolding. So these levels keep us safe. Okay, you always need to ask which levels are keeping us safe. Well, it is, for the most aggressive trader, I'd say, it's this trend line. Then we've got another trend line, and then we've got another trend line, and this wave 2 low is from an Elliott wave point of view a key level. It's the invalidation point, 946. And the next invalidation point, that's proper invalidation, is down here at 870. Yeah, whereas these are Fibonacci support area levels. I mean, they all have to be observed, but there are some invalidation points, just black and white, no wiggle room. That's this wave 2 low here, which bottomed in June, and the B wave low. 1 second. No, it's not actually that B wave low. It's this B wave low, which bottomed in November last year. I hope that analysis helps. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks, feel free to check out the Stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.